Today, how you start your morning isn't just a routine, it's the blueprint for success. Hey, let's talk about it. Hey, Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends. There we go. Good morning. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab. We start the weekly loop where we break down what it takes to dominate the day, take those bold risks, and hold yourself accountable to your biggest goals. Hey, I'm that host. I'm Keith Billis. And before we jump into it, here's a quick heads up. You know how we go here in the lab. We like to drop the content that might make the kids squirm. Or it might increase the value of the tip jar. So I encourage you to take the kids out of the room, put the headphones on, but just know we might drop some salty language that might offend some young souls in the lab this morning. So just a heads up for that. Today, we're mastering the morning. That's what we do here on the show. We master mornings today, the blueprint for success. We have a guy, Kyle Harris. Yeah, Kyle Thomas. That's who's here. Macklemore joining us. We're diving deep into how small intentional shifts in your morning can create that unstoppable moments. Here with me in the lab this morning, see Marty Fit, Christopher Martin, a dude, John Anderson, of course, producer Christina Flynn, and that guy, producer Jimmy on the buttons out there in the Philippines. The water's subsided, the winds are down, and life, I think, is slowly getting back to normal for our friends over there in the Philippines. Hey, killer lineup today. As I said, Macklemore's joining us here today. Kyle Thomas joining us. He knows a thing or two about turning morning routines into launch pads for peak performance. Listen, the guy was Uber's 250th employee. Think about that. Yeah, not one, not the 5,000th. He might have been hanging out with TK for a while. Who knows? Yeah, we might have to ask him some questions about that dude. He's now helping ambitious job seekers land dream startup roles and crushing career goals. Here's what's coming your way today, guys. We got the morning loop coming up in a few moments. I got something to reveal. I think I lost an hour this weekend, and I just don't know where it fucking went, actually. And I got some humor. Johnny's not going to know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to that, but I think Marty and Christina are going to roll their eyes at me. But I'm telling you, I found an hour, lost an hour, but there's an hour somewhere in my life here that I'm trying to find it. We got Thomas joining us for Center Stage, and he's sticking around for Deep Dive. After that, we got Jory Jansen joining us to talk about intermittent fasting and how that can empower your morning. Of course, in hour two, we got, yes, that's what's showing up in hour two. Morning two is Reloaded, followed by In the Gym with John and Marty. We're going to talk about the 10 most important principles of building muscle in the gym. Marty's going to lead that conversation with Johnny. And then we got the creator spotlight in the community corner, of course, business and branding with myself and Flinner. But before we do that, I'm going to pivot to there. We're going to bring the crew on stage. Jimmy, we're going to see what everybody's wearing today. Whoa, Marty's got the, I think it's like a green, yellow, less brunches, more crunches.
Green.
I
like that. That's a good color, man. I dig that one.
Fashion advice from our friend John Anderson, offering up the color palettes for this morning of Johnny Anderson. Of course, John's wearing his nice black average cleavage shirt with the red.
There it goes. There it goes. Where
he was crushed black on black with the statement Ed white AirPods, and I have adopted the black on black uniform with the black hat and got some cool glasses on today. That's what we're rocking today, guys. How's the weekend loop going on? I got some funny shit to share with you guys, but what's going on? How are you guys today?
Good.
Pretty good,
baby.
man.
Killer, crushing, man. But I'm so in tune with my circadian rhythm. I'm waking up long before my alarm. I was up at 2:40 today. I'm like, it's time to go, baby. It's time to go.
I've literally known no one to brag about being so in tune with their circadian rhythm. That's the time I've ever heard anyone brag about that.
That's awesome. Is what that is.
It's a work to get that son of a bitch dialed in. You don't just say, hey, circadian rhythm, get in place so I can wake up before my alarm. It takes some fucking work to get that in there.
Oh, you just don't say it. Good morning. Good time. We see you there in the comments. Good to see you here this morning. Marty Flinner, I had a meeting with Johnny yesterday. We had a catch up, and I was telling Johnny that, yeah, man, I said, fuck, I feel great today. Got an extra hour of my day. I got up early. I went to bed early last night, crushed the extra hour, and he's looking at me like,
what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
He goes, like, my phone's just changed naturally. So I'm going through my whole day as life is normal. And Lauren comes home she had some shit to do yesterday morning, and she goes, Keith, I got this note from Catechism of Brookyosa School, and they're like, daylight savings is next weekend. I go, no, it just happened this weekend. She goes, no, it's actually next weekend. Come on, Marty, Tina, Johnny. Since Friday, I have been living on daylight savings time. I actually have thought it was so I went to bed an hour early Friday. I stayed up an hour later Saturday night. I got up yesterday thinking that the whole world had moved an hour. So Johnny, you have had a very distinct influence on me because I've lost the concept largely of time. I didn't know whether it was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I got up yesterday morning at fucking 3 o'clock because I thought.
And here's the thing. We'll use this little segment as a perfect example. Why the fuck did humans being waste so much fucking time about plus or minus an hour? Jesus Christ, put that energy into something that means something. Rather than, and because the crazy part is most people are sitting around bitching, oh my God, I lost an hour. Here's a crazy statistic. When whatever it is, I don't know when the fuck, whatever we lose an hour, whenever that is, there are more fucking heart attacks the next morning in the ER than ever before. That day, there are more fucking cardiac arrests because we're so fucking unhealthy. 1 hour loss of sleep and people are fucking croaking.
I'll tell you, I feel awesome because I had less. I was so mentally set on attacking the daylight savings. I was so mentally set on getting I was so on point, Johnny. I'm like, okay, I got up early yesterday. Like I started my day. It's like, holy fuck, I'm an hour ahead of the world. And then I learned.
How does that practically work? Did you have to reset
good?
your phones and shit? What did you do?
Oh, because as Johnny said, Marty, that our phones just automatically reset themselves. So I got up yesterday morning thinking that everything just reset itself. Like literally my whole day yesterday, I was an hour off the rest of the world because I was convinced that we had dropped back an hour. Yeah,
Well,
good thing we didn't have the show.
When you can achieve, baby, you believed you were ahead. Look at what a productive day it was.
You know what? That's a great segue because I need to segue to something I really wasn't planning on talking about, but I'm going to talk about it here today. So
can I say something in my Johnny voice real quick?
Yeah.
You know what? My bag. You know what? People aren't focused on doing shit. And that's why they're worried about the time. Because they're not doing shit. All right. You have no purpose. You don't have anything going on. So you're worried about the freaking time. That's why you got a heart attack and you're in the ER when you lose a fucking hour.
If you're doing shit, it won't matter if you lose an hour because you're not paying attention. If you lose an hour and you end up in the fucking ER because you're not doing shit.
The numbers keep going up. Just keep mimicking. Keep going, Marty and Johnny.
Dude, I got to say, Christina, I gotta say, for a lady, you are at the top of the list of the John invitation.
That was fire. That was fire.
Because most people can't get that. They can't get that gravelly sound. The chicks can't get the gravelly sound. You got that nailed.
I feel like I'm channeling like you go like a little bit to a New Yorker when I do it, but we're owning it.
And Marty, he knows the words to say perfectly. So you guys are getting this down for sure.
Yo, Johnny, I studied your Instagram and I talk to you every day. So I got it. I know what you're going to say before you say it.
Marty, Christina, and John Anderson here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Friends, the only morning show that helps you guys achieve those big, audacious goals, those accountable goals. We start every single day, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. We got a friend joining us, Kyle Thomas, in a few moments, a.k.a. Macklemore. Christina sent over his pictures. I'm like, fuck, the guy looks like Macklemore. But Christina, I think it's before his time. We're going to find out when he joins us. But guys, listen, I know we never talk politics. It's not a politics show. We're all about having fun here and keeping things light. However, I want to talk business, politics yesterday, and I want to relate it to Taylor Swift. Like, what? So we all know in business that Taylor Swift has probably done one of the most exceptional jobs. There's the word, guys. Hey, I've done a good job leaving exceptional off the table lately, Marty.
Good job. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. So
that's exactly it.
That's exactly it. You got to point into the camera.
That's exactly it. I know what Keith's going to say too. I've studied Keith.
We know that Taylor Swift has done just a really great job creating product market fit. You either are a fan or not a fan. She's very intentional with her language, very intentional with her music, and her audience is perfect. Last night in New York City, the big MAGA convention happened. And I don't want to talk about all the racist bullshit that happened there.
Convention? What convention?
The Republican convention, the MAGA convention.
Yeah. I thought you said MAGA. I was like, what the fuck did he just say?
I didn't say the MAGA convention. I said the MAGA convention.
That's how much Johnny pays no fucking attention.
I love it. I love it.
I don't give a shit.
Which is good. But what
I think Johnny's joking when he does that.
What I want to bring up.
It doesn't fucking make a difference who's in office. I'm going to kick ass no matter what.
Yeah, there we go. That's why. That's why I set him up. I know how to set Johnny up.
But what I wanted to talk about, which I really enjoyed yesterday,
pass, Marty. Sorry.
This has nothing to do with the politics of the situation. What I thoroughly enjoyed as just a business person, Christina, looking at you as a marketer, you cannot doubt the skill set. People can come and hate me all they want. You can't doubt the skill set that Donald J. Trump has at speaking to his audience. He does a really incredible job of knowing who he's speaking to and just says what he has to say. And you know what? And they fucking eat out of his hands. Again, this is not about saying who you should vote for. I simply just want to say there's a lesson in communication. There's a lesson in business. Go and watch him talk to his audience. And that's it. Don't lean into what politics are. Just literally listen to how he talks to his audience. The emotion that he connects with. It's actually quite remarkable. And I bring it up, Christina, because I know during my personal branding experience with you, and I grew up with Sir Richard Branson, Donald Trump, and those old school marketing, that old school talking to your audience, that old school personal branding. The guy does a great job. I don't care what you say, like him or hate him. He does a great job of knowing who his audience is and using the right words and the right way to speak about it. And I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just simply stating, go and listen to how he talks to his audience, just like Taylor Swift talked to her audience. And it's actually a master class in communication. I'll leave that there.
The point, if
my
you
2
know
cents.
your ICP, you don't even have to make any fucking sense when you talk. That's how important it is. If you know your audience, you don't even have to make any sense.
That's true.
Yes, that's exactly it. Sorry, it broke up there.
Oh, that's okay.
You having internet issues again, man?
No, just a little conveyor. Say that again, Christina. Say that again one last time. Sorry.
I said the point is, if you know your audience really well, you don't even have to make sense when you're talking to them.
Yes,
Like,
thank you for stating that.
he doesn't fucking any sense when he says anything. We won't even go into that. They still eat it out of his hand.
That's my point. That if you're a communicator in business or anywhere in life, man, if you can identify your ICP and use the words to emotionally connect with them, to Christina's point, you can sell fucking Snow-esque.
No.
Exactly.
We don't use that
exactly.
One. No, we don't.
Nope. You could do whatever you want to do.
But pen to anyone. Let's go with that.
Thank you, Christina.
What was I need to know what was the big issue with snow to Eskimo? What is the am I missing?
Johnny, we don't have time to go into that today. That's an off-camera conversation. We'll get into that. But let's not use it in the meantime.
Okay.
I got
Thanks,
you. I got
Coach.
you.
Thanks, Coach.
Well,
I got you.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, so let's do this. Let's go to this, Jimmy. Let's rock and roll. We're going to keep the show going. Yes, we are. I see you, Melissa. Then your audience is more stupider after listening. No, I don't know. So my point with that was this whole idea that, and Christina lined it up really well. You don't even have to make sense to your audience. If your audience is eating out of your hand, you could just say whatever you want. And when you convey your truth to your audience believes your truth. That's what's fascinating to me in 2020. Is that truth really doesn't matter. Hey, Jimmy, bring Tina up here quickly on the stage. Tina, truth doesn't matter anymore. Like, to your point, like, you can just say what you want to say, and you say it enough times, and people just believe it. It's just incredible to me. It's an
unfortunate reality. It's an unfortunate reality. Yeah. It doesn't matter anymore. But I think the point is, when you clearly know who you're targeting, you clearly know what their problems and what their challenges are, and you know how to speak to those things within them. They're connecting with you, not necessarily the message that you're saying. So the script that you're doing it with, the words that you're using, they're like part of the equation. They like you, they connect with you, they see themselves in you, and they see that you're potentially somebody that can help them with their problems. Yeah. And like I said, not about whether you want to vote red or blue. I just found it fascinating how you can just spit what you want to spit, and people are like, yeah, I want to eat that up. The sky is actually gray. It's sad. It's real. It's incredible. All right, let's keep it going here. Thanks, Tina, for enlightening me on that one.